All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Adeshola, and I will be taking uh, biology lessons. So we want to quickly look at uh, introduction to biology, and we're going to learn some of the objectives of the lesson. And so, by the end of today's lesson, you should be able to define the term biology in three possible ways or in three different ways and identify the three main branches of biology. You'll be learning the new things, new changes that are now in biology as we go on. Then you have to, by the end of this lesson, you would be able to list and explain five other branches, at least five other branches of biology, and you'll be able to explain five biological terms. And so, what is biology? Biology actually came from two Greek words, bios and logos. So if you look at here, we have bios, which means life, and logos, which means study. So basically, or in a simple term, biology is can be defined as the study of life, and life. What is life? So, in a simple term, life is a state of living. Here, we have a second definition. Biology can also be defined as the study of living things. So, biology, when we say state of living things or when we refer to living things, we are looking at three major things. We have the animals, we have plants. Before we are only limited to plants and animals, but now we have microorganisms as part of living organisms or as part of living things. So we have a third definition, and biology can be defined as the study of plants, animals, and living organisms and microorganisms. Biology can be defined as the study of plants, animals, and microorganisms. So from here, we can also continue to look at the branches of biology. So what are the branches of biology? So here we have the old branches. We have zoology and botany. So zoology also is derived from two words, zoo and logy, which also means logos. Zoo means animal and logos means study. So so we have zoology as an aspect of biology that is involved with the study of animals. Then we also have botany. Botany also came from the word botany, which means plant or tree. And because of that, we have botany as a branch of biology or an aspect of biology that is involved with the study of plants. So, but we have the new, apart from the first two that we now have the third one, micro, which means small, and bios, which means life or living things. We also have logos from the word logic, which means study. And so here, microbiology, which is the third branch, can also be defined as the study of organisms that are too small to be seen with our naked eye. Small organisms, but can only be seen with the aid of a microscope. So we have plants. Study of plants is botany. Study of animal zoology. Study of microorganism is microbiology. Then we also have some other branches of biology. I'm going to start with ecology because it has to do with our surroundings, our environment. So, ecology generally is also from two Greek words. Eco, which means oikos. It can also mean home, dwelling place, habitat, environment, and so on. Then we have logos, which also means study. So it is the study of living organisms in relation to their environment, in relation to their habitat, in relation to their daily dwelling place. So that's that. Then we also have anatomy. Anatomy is also derived from two words, ana, which means hop, and tomy, from the word temni, which means to cut. So it is actually uh, the study of internal structures, and when you are studying internal structures, you have to cut them up. So we also have physiology, from the word physis, which means nature or origin, and logos. So it is the study of nature or natural function of the body of an organism. So we move on to the next, which is morphology. Morphology is also from the word morph plus logos, and morph means shape, shape, figure, outward appearance. Like when they say somebody is morphing into something else, so it's changing from a particular appearance to another appearance that is a little bit different. So now we are looking at morph from outward appearance or outward form or outward shape. So here we are talking about study of external structures of an organism. So that is morphology. We also, if you are in microbiology, you would learn more of this, where we look at the size, the shape, the color, and some other external structures. So we have mycology, from the word myx, which means, or myces, which means fungus, plus logi, from logos, which also means study. That's the study of fungi, e.g., we have the yeast, the molds, the mushrooms, the mucor, and so on and so forth. Entomology, entomon, from the word insect, logos, from the word study, that's the study of insect, and the vectors. We have virology, virology, from the word virus, which means poison or slime, plus logos, it is the study of viruses. So you can see we have different types of viruses. We have them in different shapes. We have the spherical, we have the icosahedral, we have the helical, we have the complex, which are the bacteriophages. Here we also have the pleomorphic viruses. All right, so let's move on to other branches. We are still under branches. We have bacteriology, from the word bacterium, and which means staff or rod. And then we have the study of bacteria of different shapes. If you have the rod shape, we call them bacillus, or we call them bacilli. And then we have the shaped virus. If it is singular, we call it coccus, which is also known as grain or berry. So they look like grain or berry. And then we have the cocci or cocci as the plural form. We have the spiral shaped, which are the spirillum, or the spiral, which means to coil or spiral. And then we have the comma shaped, we call them the vibrio shaped. An example is a Vibrio cholerae, because it's a comma shaped bacterium. We have the corkscrew shape, which are the spirochetes, and they are similar to the spirillum, that is the spiral shape worms. All right, so the spirochetes actually from the word chete, it means hair, hair-like. So we have the different types. The rod shapes are the bacillus or the bacilli. The sphere shape are the cocci. The spirillum are the spiral shape. The corkscrew are the spirochetes. The comma shapes are the vibrio cholerae. So we also have biochemistry, bio, life, or living things. Chemistry, from the word chemia, from the word alchemy, just an aspect of alchemy, the study of chemical processes in living organisms. That's why you determine the structure of certain chemicals that are present in the body. So it is biochemistry that combines both living organisms and chemical structures. Then we have genetics. Genetics is also has to do with genes, which means origin, and it is the study of heredity, that is resemblance and variation. So we have taxonomy. Taxis means arrangement, order, or rank, and nomos means law or custom or rule. The system and rules of classification of living organisms. So it is an aspect of biology that deals with the what? The systematic classification of living organisms. So we have other branches, we are still on other branches. We have pathology. Pathology from the word pathos, which means disease or suffering. And logos, already we know that as study. So it is an aspect of biology that deals with the study of diseases. You can say human or animal diseases depending on the context. Then we have epidemiology. Epi means upon or up. Just like when we were talking about anatomy, where we have ana, which means up. But in this case, they are literally similar, but they are not the same. So epi means upon or up, plus demi from the word demographic or demos, so which means people or population. And then we have the logos from the word logic. So if we merge everything together, we have the study of what is upon the people, usually disease. So we can say we have an epidemic. So what is the epidemiology of what is wrong with certain group of people? Can be certain group of people, certain uh, a particular town or particular geographical area. It can also be a country. So I mean, it can also affect the whole world. So in this case, if it is just within a particular location, we say we have an epidemic. And if it is within the country, we can say we have an endemic, uh, or a particular disease is endemic. We can say a particular disease is endemic. And then if it is now internationally transferable, like the COVID-19, then we say that that particular disease is pandemic. So we have the last uh, branch here, paleontology. Paleo from the word paleos, which means ancient or old. And then we have onto, which is also living thing or being. We have logos, which means study. And so here we have the study of ancient beings or living things, most especially from fossil records, bones, shells, and other imprints. So that is that under the branches of biology. All right, so as we have come to the end of today's class, we quickly want to look at some of the test questions. I want you to do that as your assignment, and we are going to choose them later. So we have about 12 questions here.